Is WTF Nation Radio.
In there, and I've already got 40 people signed up for it. So, yeah, can't complain about it whatsoever.
Right as I will drop a shadow.
Oh yeah.
You better drop your gun.
Well, he knows his shit on
Right
it.
as I will drop a shadow.
I mean, it's so fucking big, especially
your gun.
like
It's not a loss I
Kaz has got
really want
more
to.
problems than almost every
Not us for now.
I think Kaz gets way too technical into it. So
Never heroes off the ground. Gotta tell about how it tastes. Fighting for that they surely know, that they surely know. Wait a moment, set on fire. Becoming slow as we get higher. A fresh new generation.
oh no shit.
When his voice will blow your eye,
Yeah.
you better drop your gun. When his voice will blow your eye, you better drop your gun.
Yeah.
In this world of refurbished plastic, your thoughts will be falsely forgone. That is self-sold medication. Take a fall.
By the way, music's coming in from no, they can't hear us right now on the video.
And the zeros on the ground. Gotta tell about
fuck
how
you.
it tastes. By the bird that they
They can hear
surely
me.
know, that they surely know.
I don't know, but hey,
Wait a moment, I can set on fire.
that right
The
now. I
darkest
don't know
soul,
what-
our spirit gets higher. And back to new generation.
Oh no, fuck it, I am doing myself. But it's not as I can't hear it over the music, like I hear it in the background. Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna start smoking this because it says the smoke bit. I usually mute myself during the freaking sports bar anyway.
Run in the clean black night.
I mean, it is the smoke bit for crying out loud.
Try just to get to the core of your unconscious pride.
Who's this music that's playing? Oh,
Open all of the doors.
oh, the royalty free stuff.
Leave yourself in the one last room.
I got so I hate YouTube for these reasons. So on my old show, we had a guy who was doing his own music. He recorded his own songs.
Forever, never, never, ever, never, never, ever, never, never. Forever, never, never, ever, never, never, ever, never, never.
And I get hit
Let
with
your heart be strong to stone. Let your heart be tough to bone. Let your
the guy
soul, let your
specifically
soul.
said on the show, yeah, go ahead and play it. It's not a problem.
Live on the
fucking
spark.
hardness.
Always
Yeah,
got
I feel
yours. Living in the dance, don't forget the word that yourself. That's yourself.
Oh,
But no,
oh,
hold
Jesus.
on, don't be done. Hold on, don't be done. Forever. Forever, never, never, ever,
Okay. Yeah, now I can't hear my echo. Oh, shit, it is. I still can hear it.
Pieces of junk and empty bottles scattered it on my dirty floor. Carrots are closed, looking at daylight, and police are knocking on my door. One by one, I hold you in. They drop, then they get in. Burn that bridge and burn this land with bullets and gin. Anyway, we're gonna die. One moment, forever. After that, I never stop saying can't get enough. Anyway, we're gonna die. Right now, I fear nothing at all. I see my town in bed of mirrors, got a full tank of bad memories. Time is one hell of a killer, putting me out of my misery. One by one, I hold you in.
I'm looking at it for Switch, and I'm trying to see if I can still have
Burn
it.
that bridge and burn this land with bullets and gin. Anyway, we're gonna die. One moment, forever. After that, I never stop saying can't get enough. Anyway, we're gonna die. Right now, I fear nothing at all.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on? Hey, we've been having some issues, but hey, we got it, I think. So I don't know if you guys read the front. We have a bonus. You guys got a bonus song because we have a bonus guest co-host tonight. TZ couldn't be here, so joining me is our own resident gangsta. Let's give it up for Coach. What's going on, buddy?
What do you hear? What do you say, Radar? How's it going tonight?
It's going good, buddy. How are you?
I can't complain whatsoever. Had a busy couple days at work, and now I'm just here bullshitting, ready to join the smoke pit. I've already got my smoke of choice on me, and I'm definitely ready just to kick back, shoot the shit, and have a damn good time with it.
Fuck yeah, buddy. So, for the people who don't know, you are on a show on Sunday night called The Sports Bar.
Yes, the Sports Bar, hosted by the one and only Mr. King. And King Smith, he is a phenomenal guy. Him and I broadcast 8 o'clock every Sunday night. Hopefully, if you guys see a couple of you all out there that checked us out on the Super Bowl. But we talk about the world of sports every Sunday, go on for about 2 hours. And King's got some interesting takes that I usually try to smack down. And then he smacks it back down to me as well. But we shoot the shit, talk about sports, and talk about life in general because the world of sports somewhat echoes the world of life. And it also echoes the bullshit that we got to go through when we're in the military, and we relate it to that too.
Right. Well, and the one thing that I always found, no matter where I was at in the world, was sports.
Yeah.
You go anywhere and people are playing sports. I mean, you get on AFN, you go AFN anywhere in the world, you got at least football and basketball on, baseball games.
You know,
Right.
I enjoyed watching AFN when it was football season because you could switch it to AFN Prime and it would have one game. You can switch it to AFN Prime East or whatever, or West or whatever the hell it was, and it would have the other game. They have AFN Sports, which would have an actual game, or they would have, and then you'd have AFN Extra, which might, if it was running during the NASCAR season, they'd show the NASCAR race on there. You had a different, on Sundays, you were definitely not without sports when you were deployed. I swear to God, AFN did kick ass on that end.
Yeah,
Just
they
you had
did.
to sit through the shitty commercials of like, Hercules trying to freaking get fleeced over the power of attorney and
Yup.
yeah, and, Case Kitchen talking about how great the commissary was. Yeah, the commissaries in Germany are great. I'm in the middle of fucking Iraq, and I really don't give a shit about how green the cucumbers are.
No shit. That was the worst. Too. You're sitting there eating crap chow hall food in fucking Iraq. And they're like, yeah, check out this cool shit. Oh, hey, get with Grafenveer MWR and go on this cool
Yeah.
trip. Yeah, all right, tight. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, you see all the commercials for Edelweiss, and you're like, yeah, I wish I can get there. Not
Yeah.
a chance in hell that was ever happening.
I got,
Oh,
yeah.
there's an actual YouTube channel, and I brought this up during the sports bar once. I'm subscribed to it. I kid you not. This guy has every AFN commercial from like the 80s going all the way up until now. It's AFRTS fan. I kid you not. This guy's got the AFN report from Wiesbaden High School celebrates homecoming in 2007, and like the AFES commercials. I'm like looking at all this shit right now that he's got. He's got the sexual harassment ones of like the girls saying, "Sergeant, leave me alone." The freaking ridiculous commercials that have been on AFN that we were stuck watching. This guy's got a whole YouTube channel full of all the AFN commercials. I mean, I understand the need for content, but I mean, you're really digging down the bottom of the barrel if you're going to be looking at AFN commercials for content on YouTube.
I wonder. There's no, that's not copyrighted or anything, is it?
No, most of this, I mean, it's all AFN stuff. So, I mean, unless the DOD holds the copyright, I severely doubt that they have, a copyright on them right here. Like, hold on, I'm on their webpage right now.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I wonder if I could use that for like air some AFN commercials through when I'm on my breaks.
Oh hell yeah!
That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
It would be a problem. Let me see. I'm gonna sort this by most popular too. Hold on, popular. The most popular commercials is the AFN Today Show with Willard Scott dressed up in the camouflage BD camouflage the DCUs from frickin' Desert Storm.
Oh, from Desert Storm, nice.
Yeah,
Build chocolate chip ones.
Yeah, the chocolate chip ones. They got one of the Boy Scout troops from Peanuts, and they were talking about the Boy Scout troop over in Germany. Go freaking figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The great state quiz is up here. Holy shit! They got the damn great state quiz on here, and they got that one commercial of that that website that they used to have, Ice or Knife or something like that, when they were talking about the IEDs and everything. And you go onto this website, and it's supposed to tell you about, all the damn IEDs that were around in Iraq and the latest tactics that they were using. They got that commercial up. I found the Hercules Power of Attorney video.
Nice.
Yes, it's all up here, man.
Oh, I should look them bitches up and see if I can do. I need to quit hitting my desk. I mess with my chair. So I did something to my back. My back's been bothering me, right? So I came down here earlier today like I said, you sent me that picture and I was going to make it look cool and like do a bunch of cool shit. And then and my chair was bugging me. So I moved my chair around. Now it's just like fucking hit me in the back. And so I'm just all flibbity gibbets. Oh, there we go. And then we did have a little bit of technical difficulties, with audio, because everyone could hear us for some reason. Because why not? And then I got everything fixed around, and then you, like, I don't know, disappeared for a while, and then you were double and you were echoing, and
I blame that one on me. That's my fault. Trying to fill in for TZ. I mean, I'm definitely not her.
no.
You know, first off, I don't have boobs, so that's the number one giveaway. But yeah, and I also don't have great shirts that are customized for each show.
Well, I
But,
mean, in all fairness, we couldn't
yeah,
see him
not
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, I know. Yeah, you're just seeing an epitaph of me right there. Yeah, if you hear my voice and look at Paulie Walnuts, that's basically what I'm going to be looking like in about 20 years and all. I think I
Oh,
got that same tracksuit too.
I had a friend of mine. He used to call it the Juniform. He he was this Jewish guy, and he was stationed with me, and he'd fucking Liberty on Friday night. He'd hop in his tracksuit, man. As soon as we're done with work, hop in his tracksuit, and we're like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's my uniform. It's my uniform of the day."
You gotta have the chest hair and the Star of David coming.
Yep, fuck yeah, he did. I thought I wasn't sure if he was gonna go, like, I don't know, have his business of small arcade games, or if he was.
Either that or get a bunch of uncut diamonds and and then I have to pay off some bookies. You know.
I tell you what, he was one of those kids who was almost too smart to be in the Marine Corps.
Oh,
You know what I
no
mean?
shit.
He was almost too smart to be in the Marine Corps, and I felt kind of bad for him. But it's whatever. But yeah, he was fucking. He's always like, and of course I was like 21 and drunk, and he's like, "Did you put in your Roth IRA?" No, fucking no. What the fuck's a Roth IRA? Fuck you. No, this is beer. I got beer, son. That's what I'm investing in.
Man, yeah, we were definitely hitting the stereotypes tonight, aren't we?
Oh, God.
Talking about the Roth IRA with the Jewish guy.
But he
My
was
God.
fucking all. You know what though? I look back on it, and like he was one of those kids like everyone should have listened to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was so
yeah.
fucking smart with that shit, like with everything. But God, he was just so funny. Yep, he put on his tracksuit, and he had like different ones too. It was great. Everything matched too. He was fucking just mint, man. He looked great. Oh,
Yeah, you know, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with the good tracksuit. I mean, you sit around, you can be comfortable all day. You don't have, you can wear it anywhere. You can wear it to the club. You can wear it to fine dining. You can wear it over to the bar. You can just wear it while you're sitting around at your house or in your barracks room just playing Xbox. The tracksuit is by far one of the most underrated articles of clothing that has ever existed.
right. Oh, I'm gonna start wearing tracksuits now. I
That-
hope my wife's
it's-
listening. I hope my wife needs to figure out. I'm gonna start wearing tracksuits. See what she says.
Jeez. Do you have enough chest hair in order to get it to pull it off,
yeah.
though?
Oh, I had to shave. I have to shave it down around my collar. I got plenty. I can make it
Oh, dear
work.
God, you look like Nicolas Cage.
I do. Can make it work.
You also gotta put the ensemble together and put get the earpiece inside your ear. And I'm not talking about like the whatever the pod ones are.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta get that old school,
The old school
clip-on one that-
Bluetooth one. That's basically a whole fucking. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's the one that goes over your entire ear, and you know you got to be constantly on the phone with somebody, even though you have nobody to talk to. You've always got that thing inside your ear just in case somebody calls.
Oh, my two buddies, Dick and Cody, are going at it. I don't even know if I don't even need enemies with buddies like this. Talking about me wearing a fanny pack and shit. Yeah, I was wearing a fanny pack. What's up? That shit's
God.
handy.
You had a fanny pack?
Yeah, James Prant says he recognizes a voice.
Oh yeah, he better recognize that freaking voice. That voice cursed him out over in K2. Oh dear God, he pissed me off one fucking. Oh my God. Look, I had like maybe about an hour of sleep or so. Yeah. Okay, okay, James. James Prant. And by the way, that's not your real name, so I'll just leave it at that. But I had maybe about an hour of sleep, and I was dealing with. I don't know. The best thing I can talk about this one person who I dealt with was her nickname was Bitch Pudding, and I had to deal with her. And then we had something that we were doing, and it had changed. And I had told James Prant the original thing And then I told him the second one, and then he went to go tell everybody the original thing after it changed. And I was at my wits frickin' end at that point. Like I was just that pissed off at the beginning of this because I had to deal with bitch pudding at the right before this happened, and he just happened to be there and set me off on something out there. And I'm in the middle of K2, and I am just cursing him up a fucking storm in like 2-degree weather. Right in front of one of the bathrooms. It already smelt like shit out there, and I was already like extremely tired. Didn't want to deal with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And my God, he freaking pissed me off royally, and he still talks about it to this day, saying that was the biggest ass chewing that he's ever gotten in his life, and he's never heard that many curses happening over in a matter of 5 minutes. I was pretty prolific with cursing, man. I think I came up with several curse words that I invented. Like I called some guy Queefbag McDingle douche, and I've been using that term since then. I mean,
I fucking love it. That's a good one.
That's one of the skills that definitely doesn't translate into civilian life anymore.
No, it sure doesn't, does it? And that makes me sad.
Yeah,
that makes me sad that you can't like call somebody. Would you call him Queefbag McDingle douche?
Yes, Queefbag McDingle douche. Yes. I mean, like I said,
I could have used that today at work.
Oh, wow. What happened? What happened?
I'll just work. Oh. I'm waiting on an email. Like I so at the end of the month I have to. It's boring, but it's content, I guess. I have to have a. So my stuff is grant funded, right? So I have to rewrite my grant and have it all submitted by the end of the month. I have to have it redone by the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
This 30-page grant or whatever. And I don't have access to the program. It's Grant Solutions. It's a government program.
Yeah, I know what program you're talking about.
Yep,
yeah.
I don't have access to Grant Solutions, and I've been trying to get a hold of Grant Solutions for fucking months. And they're going back and forth because we're through the BLM, so I have to go through the BLM, and they're like, well, da-da-da-da. And this gal's been telling me for 2 weeks, well, if I find the paperwork that you need to fill out, then I can send it to you, then you can fill it out and bring it back. And so then she like ghosted me for like a week. And I'm like, where are you? And then she finally... So I called her boss, and then I got an email from her saying, "Yeah, sorry, I was on vacation." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Well, it'd be cool to have this. I have 2 weeks now to do this." And so yeah, she's been a Queefbag McDingle douche. So
That's good.
So there we go.
I get you. I don't. Luckily enough, in the place I work at, I don't have that many people that cause me to curse them out or anything like that. And even if I did, I would bet it would be rather unbecoming, especially in the position that I'm in right now, and how lucky I am with this job. So, it wouldn't be. What's the freaking term that I never want to use again? Behoove.
Be a hua of you.
Oh God!
James Prance, the People's First Sergeant, came to save him.
Yes, that did happen because I think he heard it all the way across K2 when I blew my gasket that night. Oh my dear God! Yeah, I've been more. I've been more pissed off, but I really don't think that I strung out the expletives as much as I have ever had, except for when I did that to Mr. James Prant over there. Not gonna use your real name, buddy.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Wow, you really got ice down pretty pat, man.
Oh shit! No, well, if I had ice down to the pat, I'd know how to. Cause someone wanted to call in earlier, and I was like, I don't have Skype anymore. In the last. So earlier when TZ said she couldn't do it, Spanky was like, well, you could have a thing where everyone calls in, because we used Skype, right? Everyone call in. I don't have like the station Skype, so I can't use like the station number. Right.
Yeah.
I did years ago.
Yeah.
I don't have access. I'm sure if I asked, I could have got it, but I don't even have Skype on my computer anymore. I haven't used it in like years.
When I
And then
first
the last 2 weeks, I've had like 5 people want to Skype me on this thing. I'm like, I maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it again, right,
Yeah.
and get all signed into it and everything, and then nobody's ever going to touch it ever again. That's what's going to happen.
That's always the way that it happens, man.
Yeah.
Hell, I honestly, I had when I first when I first started coming over here to the station, it was like, you guys are still using Skype? Haven't you all heard of Zoom yet? No, we got to go with Skype because we don't got to pay for a line or anything like that.
Well,
All right,
and
well, no problem.
Skype was really handy because we did used to have a lot of people that called in.
Yeah.
So it was handy. They had a number to call. Like it was handy for what we used it. It was handy for that aspect of it. I don't think it had the audio quality, the way we talk back and forth now. Dick said they discontinued Skype, possibly. I don't know. I'm sure it's still a thing. I'm sure people use it.
No, I think Skype's still around. I mean, and that's the one thing that we were kind of missing with the sports bar. We want to have people kind of like call in instead of just watching the comments and figuring out what they were talking about 5 minutes after we've already moved on to another topic.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I
That's the
think
part
we
that
forget too that
sucks.
we forget about the delay sometimes. I know I do. We'll be talking and then it'll look down and it'll be like, oh, someone said some shit. Oh yeah, sorry, that was like 2 minutes ago. We have a delay going, so I don't even notice it. So
Exactly. I mean, Skype kept us connected. Skype keeps it connected out there
Right.
with the phone number and everything. But
Mm-hmm. And it's
I think the only, in fact, I don't even think Ice is using it anymore on his.
no,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so. He may be able to like bring it in to his audio. I don't. Nope, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Okay, yeah, let's not fuck it up.
I don't want to
because
fuck it
then
up because then
that-
I don't want to have CQ have to go through a bunch of fucking tech testing so I can have it and never use
That's
it.
that's exactly what I was
That's what's
about to say. With everything that's happened with OBS over the past several months, with everybody switching over to the new way we were doing this, for crying out loud, you'll end up having your freaking stream go down like we had a
right?
couple weeks ago. Kaz almost has every Friday night.
Bronco wants to know who your Final Four is in the brackets.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that. Oh, yeah. And speaking of that, I almost forgot about this. I might as well go ahead and tell you all. If you guys go on the Sports Bar on Facebook and take a look up there on the top, you can enter the WTF Nation Radio NCAA Tournament Challenge Bracket. The WTF Nation Radio Listener League. Currently, right now, we've got we've got a good group of people. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got, including myself, we have 8 total that have entered in there. We are definitely going to be giving away a $20 gift card. I've got some swag I can give you guys from a certain place that I am pretty daggone familiar with. And we do have some prizes for who the eventual winners are. But my final 4 is out of the South. I got Alabama. Out of the East, I've got Marquette. Out of the Midwest, I've got Houston. And out of the West, I am not going chalk. I'm actually going with Gonzaga in a 5-3 matchup against St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's, there's always one of those Catholic schools that end up coming to the Final Four every year, or getting a decent run. Like, Jesus wants them there for a reason. So yeah, I'm going with St. Mary's is going to have that little run because the 101-year-old nun from Loyola is not in for this year. So yeah, I can't.
He said he's got Gonzaga in his too.
He's got Gonzaga. All right,
Yeah.
not a problem.
So no Iowa State, huh? You don't think the Cyclones are going to go all the way?
That's a good one. All right. So I don't think. I mean, Iowa State. They had a decent regular season this year, and I know that the Big 12 was kind of tough, but nah, I don't have Iowa State going anywhere this year.
Right.
I actually knew somebody that went over to Iowa State. God, I think he was on the Final Four team when they went there in 2000. A guy by the name of Mike Nurse.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, my father recruited him out of the high school that he was at to go D3, and the only reason why he was going to go to a D3 school was because my father was trying to get him I kid you not. If any of you guys ever took the SATs, this guy scored a 540 on his SAT, and that's out of 1600.
That's about what I got.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be eligible to play for the first year of NCAA basketball at D1 level because you had to have a minimum of 700, and he couldn't get past like 6 by the time he graduated. So my father was trying to recruit him to go there, but then he went to a JUCO instead, and ended up playing for Iowa State. They gave him a full ride, and he made it to the NCAA tournament in 2000.
Yeah. See, and when I got my SAT scores back, and they were like a 630 something, they didn't even hand me my scores. They just handed me an ASVAB. Said, take this to the Marine Corps recruiter. See what you can do with that, kid, because you are not going to college.
Yeah, they gave you that, a box of crayons, and tried to figure out if you were going to eat it.
No, that was the test. Can you open the box of crayons?
Holy crap!
Can you open the box of crayons without any tools? As long as you can do that, you can. You know what, Bronco? Honestly, and I joke. I never took mine either. He never took his SATs. I didn't take ACTs or SATs, ACTs, any of them. I took none of the ATs. I knew I was going to the Marine Corps, so I just went. I took the ASVAB, and I joke, but I actually did pretty well in it because I'm really not that stupid. Just when it comes to technology, I know. Oh, Jesus. So I didn't think I was that bad at technology until I had kids.
Oh, dear God.
And I spend time around my kids, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know how this works. And then I call like the tech guy, and he's like, comes over, and he's like 16. Our IT guy is like 16. And he's like, you got to do. And he changes my, oh, okay, cool. Tight. Thanks. And then they just leave. They don't.
They don't stand around for any damn questions whatsoever, do they?
No. And the whole time he's watching TikTok videos on his phone, like not even paying attention to the keys he's hitting on my keyboard, and he just, I don't know, he slithers away because he's a fetus, and he just all right, dude, tight.
Crawled back underneath the hole he came from.
Yeah. I sent him an email. He just replies, bet, and comes over and fixes my computer. I'm like, hey, this doesn't work. He replies back, bet, comes over, fixes my shit, and leaves. I'm like, tight. Thanks, buddy.
So when my wife and I both decided that we were going to go ahead and finish our college, after I got out, she was doing all of her common courses, and she was trying to figure out something that she wanted to major in. And for about the good first 2 weeks of her trying to figure out what her major was going to be, she swore up and down that she wanted to do information technology.
Yes.
Now, that being said, and I love my wife to death. We've been married for 21 years. Okay, well, 21 this April. She does not realize that you can actually, literally turn the computer off and turn the computer back on to fix the problems.
Yep.
Like she calls me in with problems like, hey, Joe, I don't have any sound. Well, that's because you're muted.
Yep.
And she wanted to major in information technology. that was a hard conversation to say, honey, I love you. I think you're a terrific gal, but this might not be the correct.
This is not a career path for you.
Field for you to do. No.
Right. Well,
and she likes to talk to people too. So I mean, it's definitely not the career path for her.
No. Go try HR or something. But but honestly, like I feel where your wife's at with that though. Because like I wanted, so I was having we were some uncertainty in my career and stuff, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to VRNE, right? I went to school for 3 years to be a teacher.
Yeah, and
so I was like, I'll finish my last year, I'll go be a teacher, and it's gonna take me a year and a half because I didn't have the best grades one last semester, and so I was like, yeah, I'll go back and I'll go be a teacher. And then I told my wife my plan. She's like, well, that'd be great. Da, 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 da. And then she started paying attention because I want to teach like history and social studies and all that in like a high school level.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you cannot do that. And I said, why not? And she's like, you know how stupid our teenagers are? I said, yeah. She's like, the other ones are twice as stupid. And these ones, like I got done yelling at my daughter. We have 3 daughters who are a senior, senior, junior, sophomore, right? And she's like, she watched me interact with them for like 15 minutes. She's like, you cannot be a teacher, a high school teacher. You will go to jail because you will choke out a high schooler and you will go to jail. And I was like, all right, then. Because I'm not going to be a teacher. Because I'm not cut out, which is probably the reason. Because I did some like student teaching stuff, right? I kind of did like, they do like 3 levels of student teaching. Do like a 2-week student teaching and like a month student teaching. And you do your whole semester, right? I did the 2-week or the month one or whatever. And I remember then thinking like, maybe I'm not, my blood pressure was like, but I still smoke then too. So it helped a little bit, but now I don't smoke anymore. I'm like, it's not working. These kids will be the death of me. So instead of going to prison for felony assault on a teenager, I decided I'm not going to be a teacher anymore. So.
And you know, the other thing too, and I'm not sure how many out here, you know, had to go back to school or anything like that. The one thing that kills me about going back to school is the freaking age difference. I mean, you truly do feel like Billy Madison when you're in a classroom full of 18-year-olds and they're talking about whatever bullshit it is, and you have no idea what in the hell they're even talking about. No. They're whining about the most ridiculous things. I swear to God.
Yep.
Like, so one of the universities I went to, we had a kid who every time there was an assignment, he always had a reason why he never did it. And it was always the teacher's fault.
Oh, yeah.
And now I was in that class with several other veterans. And we all had to kind of like, towards the end of the time that we were at the class, we all were exhausted just listening to this freaking kid. Listening to him whine, listening to him piss, bitch, and moan about whatever, you know, bull crap that he had, argue with the teacher and everything. And I just wanted to choke the bastard. You know? I mean, there's some people that needed a good choking, and this was one of them. And, you know, I had to show restraint because, you know, I'm a man of Christ. I can't do that, you know, and it sucks. What? I'm human. I know that.
Right?
And, you know, I can't be acting that way and saying love Jesus at the same time. But
it's true. It makes it hard. It makes it hard to go to church with that much hate in your heart, doesn't it? Like...
Exactly. You know? Punching somebody right in the testicles and then saying praise be to Jesus, you know, that's not the good Christian way of living.
But you know, think of it, you can think of it this way. You're also like, we are all tools of the Lord. And maybe the Lord really wanted that guy punched in the nuts.
This kid was the left-hand screwdriver of the Lord.
Oh, Dick.
Or the pricky 7.
So, Dick, he said, quote, I visited one of my idiot friends and went to class with him one time. Then we got campus security called on us for tailgating in the parking lot. And so that's me. Mm-hmm. He came out, he was working and for some reason got to come out here. I'm not going to get into the long story.
Yeah.
But he's out here for a couple weeks, month maybe, or something like that. And he stayed with me whenever, hung out. And I was like, dude, come to class with me. You're going to like it. It'll be fun. And I don't remember what class. It might have been, I'm pretty sure it was like a political science class or a history class or something. And maybe a geology class or something. Anyway, it's like an 8:00 class. He comes down, he hangs out. Like, that was the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, just dealing with these children. He was in the Marine Corps with me, right? And just dealing with these kids, like, just fucking dumb. It was geology. Yeah, geology rocks. That's right, Dick. And but the fucking kids in there are just stupid as shit, just asking the dumbest fucking questions and bitching about the stupidest shit. So then. I said I used to smoke when, like, outside of one of the doors. We had like our little smoke pit there, right? There were a couple other vets and other people like my age. I was probably about, I was like early 30s at the time, 31, 32-ish. And a bunch of people our age, you know, we'd all kind of hang out there and smoke cigarettes and bullshit between classes, whatever. And we were like, what should we do for lunch? And we go to fucking Walmart and buy this little bitty grill and the charcoal and fucking hamburgers and hot dogs and shit. And we're grilling in the parking lot of the fucking college, of the university, right outside the doors. And it was like this time of year is one of the first nice days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so all the rooms had their windows open, and like all the fucking grill smoke was blowing in their rooms and shit.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Oh,
man.
that was
come
fun,
on,
dude.
You're showing them how to have a good time. They remember that. They should be
Yeah,
remembering
and
that
then
shit.
they came over and kicked us out. I mean, it's
What,
closed down. Yeah.
Campus security.
Campus
kicked you
security
out?
came over and fucking made us put the grill out. Made us put we were sharing. We were. People were walking by. We were giving them burgers and hot dogs and shit. We were fucking being cool about it. They
I mean,
fucking
for
kicked us
crying
out.
loud.
And then the
crying out loud.
shittiest part about that. So now, okay, this was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
About when did Dick? About 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. Now I live on the other side of the campus. I actually can throw a rock and hit the campus, right?
Okay.
But I'm across the street, the parking lot for the football field. And so like
Yeah.
they have big grills and shit. They come and bring over and put basically in my front yard. I kind of want to go over there and kick them the fuck out. But like, nah, can't do that. But
Get off my lawn.
basically, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God, that was horrible. We have a chain link fence. I hate that chain link fence. Hate it.
Yeah.
But all the garbage from the university blows into my yard if I don't have that fence.
Oh,
And
no shit.
when COVID, when everything COVID ramped down and we got to go start doing things again, everyone had to wear a mask over there. I probably pulled about 600 masks out of that thing a month.
Dear God.
Those disposable masks, we would take them off, and the wind blows
Yeah.
out. It's to the east of us, so the wind comes out of the west, right?
Yeah.
And just blows all that shit right in my fence. Guy was
Damn.
going in just garbage bags full of masks. I'm like, fuck, hope no one has COVID because I've got it now probably.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking
It
ridiculous, man.
sucked. So yeah, it was around 2012. That was a long time ago.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't been tailgating in forever. I honestly, I think the last time I went tailgating, so I mean, you never had the opportunity to be over at Marine Corps Base Kaneohe, did you?
No, I wanted to go to Kaneohe Base so bad.
Okay, I have to say this, and looking back at it, and I get reminiscent about it. Marine Corps Base Kaneohe, for the Marines that were stationed there, probably sucked because every military installation sucks.
Right.
But I loved it when I was visiting over there. I would go. If they gave me the opportunity to live on the Marine Corps base when I was stationed over in Hawaii, I would have done it. I don't give a shit if the commute was an hour over to Wahiawa every day. I would have loved to have stayed there. That is one of the most beautiful freaking parts of Oahu that you can ever be out of. They've got they had this right on the flight line. There was these cabanas that you could rent, and you have to get them you have to get them like 90 days in advance, and they would sell out like within the first weekend that
Yep.
that they were opened and everything. But my wife and I, we would take like our 4 days. Whenever I had a 4 day over there in Hawaii, we would go over there to those cabanas, and we would just be grilling and freaking tailgating and doing all that shit out there. That's the last time that I actually have done that was when I was over there at the Marine Corps base, man.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was freaking phenomenal over in that area. I honestly wish that I could have done that, gone back there and done a little bit more of that. But, that's what I can get when I retire.
We you know what? I'm thinking about this too, Dick, and I didn't think about this until right now. We have a horrible track record of tailgating. Because we went, we're inappropriate tailgaters. Okay, first off, it's just in the regular university parking lot. And then when him and I were in Texas together, we went to a Stars game.
Okay.
And because we lived in we lived in West Fort Worth, or White Settlement, which is on the western edge of Fort Worth. Actually, then we were in Benbrook, I think, or not Benbrook. What's the name of that town? Anyway, I digress. But we went to a Stars game, and it was Stanley Cup. It was semifinals, and they were playing the Avalanche.
Okay.
And we went over to we had tickets. And we fucking loaded up a grill in the back of the pickup. And it's like, I don't know, it was like this time of year is March, April, May, maybe even. It
Yeah,
was
Stanley Cup semifinals probably around May.
May.
That's what,
Yeah, it was nice weather. Yeah, we fucking pull grill the back of the truck. And we're gonna grill out some fucking. We're like in downtown Dallas by the United Center, and these fucking cops came and shut us down. You see, get him fired over here, blah 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 blah. Fucking homeless people 60 feet away under a bridge with a fire. They can do it.
They could do it, but you couldn't, huh?
Yeah,
you had a controlled fire, and God forbid you weren't able to do it.
Yep. So that was dumb.
You know, Dallas is a freaking big damn area too, man. I went down there 2021, man, and that was my first time there. I never want to be. I never want to cross over whatever the hell road it was. I had to cross like 10 lanes of highway just so that I can get to the other side of where I was staying, so I can go get an In-N-Out burger.
Holy shit! Yeah,
yeah. I'm not sure if you ever been to Houston either or San Antonio, but it's like you got a ridiculous amount. I love Texas highways because you got it's like 4 lanes on one side, 4 lanes on the other. The homeless encampments underneath a 3-lane highway. You've got trying to walk over there is almost next to impossible.
Yep.
And my God.
But you know what I really, really, really miss about living down there, though?
What's that?
The migrant workers. Because I could go, I can't, we don't have those here, right?
That's true.
We don't have, if I want to get, I don't know, my siding done or my roof done, if I would have lived down there, we had a big hailstorm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to fucking pay $10,000 to get a new roof, right? Down there, you go spend $2,500 at Home Depot on some shingles, and then get some dudes from underneath the I-35 bridge downtown Fort Worth, throw them in your fucking pickup truck, pay them each $50, and they'll have your whole fucking house shingled in 20 minutes. And then you take them back. I love that. They would come to you, if you went to a Home Depot in a pickup, they would come to you and say, you need help, and you pay them some money, and they would fucking help you build whatever the fuck you were building. And they were fucking pros at it. That was great. Here you don't have that shit. Here I don't know. I can give my friends beer and then just sit around and drink my beer and not fucking get any work done.
I had a vet buddy that owned a landscaping business, and I swear to God, I did more work than he did, and he was kind of like that, Hey, come on over. I need to help you. I need some help on this, and he just sat there and freaking did absolutely nothing. I'm like, why the fuck am I even paying you?
Right? Well, shit, fucking moving. Fuck, you need help moving? Go down there and grab a couple dudes. They'll fucking load up your U-Haul and bye, see ya. Just drop them off where you picked them up and give them some cash.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you can get a house built for a couple $100 probably. If you can afford a lumber. Yeah. That's where they're having such a big housing boom down there. They got all them fucking, and they're good. They've fucking experienced framers and roofers and shit. Fuck yeah, dude. They get their shit done and quick. And then it's great. Yeah.
Now I am going to say something that don't constitute this. Look, I am not racist in any bit, way, shape, or form. Okay, but there was some study, and I don't know if who the hell posted it, but I think somebody posted it into our chats that there is something saying that Mexicans hold a higher work standard and they enjoy working.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know who in the hell actually came up with that study, but whoever the hell did, their white privilege card must be pretty fucking hard right now. Because, just to say that they are a hardy folk right there and that Mexicans love work, and all I keep thinking about is what's his name? Butters off of
South Park.
When he was Montequilla.
Yeah.
He was singing that song, Work, Mexican Work.
I don't know, dude. I
feel bad for him, that's no way to characterize a person.
No, but I tell you, this gets back to, up here is it's just white kids. It's all white kids, and nobody wants to fucking work. It's fucking, yeah. I take a Mexican crew over a white crew any day. They work their tails off, and the quality is great, 100%. And they don't bitch. They just fucking put their nose down and work, dude. It's great. I can't. I don't know, dude. I look at my teenage kids. I can't even get them to fucking take their garbage out of their bathroom. You know what I mean? I try. Oh, yeah. I yell. I scream. I do all the stupid shit. I have three. Like I said, I got $3. They use one bathroom, right? Fucking garbage can. There's shit overflowing. I just want to take it and throw it in their fucking bedroom. Here, take your fucking garbage out. Maybe if it's on your bed, you'll take your garbage out. I don't know what else to do at this point, right?
And regardless of what anybody says, girls are definitely dirtier than boys.
Oh,
Don't care what
100%.
anything says. Oh yeah, completely.
Fuck, I don't even like. The only time I gotta go in there is to pull a hamster out of the fucking drain.
Oh my god,
Ah.
completely.
Yeah, most countries' children work ethic are higher, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And I try so hard. I take away their phones, I take away their fucking computers, I take away their Xboxes, I take whatever. Take the garbage can out of the bathroom. Ooh.
Yeah, but then they'll start piling it up into the kitchen bathroom at that point, and then you're going to be pissed off because they'll start throwing shit.
No,
or they'll
because
start
here's
throwing
the
shit on
thing.
ground.
And I thought about that. Okay,
Mhm.
taking the garbage can out of the bathroom, but it's feminine hygiene products are the number one thing that are on the floor of that bathroom, and I
Oh.
don't want them to flush them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't want things to
Yeah.
get flushed. Then I will be up shit creek when I'm paying a fucking plumber to come snake all my shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dick's kids, his kids will clean the rooms now after he threw all their stuff away once. But here again, here's the thing though too. Like I said, I've got one who's and actually she's already graduated, and then I have a junior and a sophomore.
Okay.
So in like 2-3 years, they're all gone,
Yeah.
and then they can figure that shit out on their own. You know what I mean? Because that's the problem. That's where the real problem. Because it's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not. Those aren't mine. That's not mine. Those aren't mine. So when it is literally theirs and cannot be anyone else's, then they have to.
Yeah. That is
I-
true. They definitely have to.
I actually like screamed like full on drill sergeant going fuck crazy on these bitches for like 25 minutes. I had all three of them crying over a basket of laundry in the hallway. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Came back 20 minutes later, they're all crying still. Basket of laundry still fucking laying there. And I still end up doing it. I still end up taking the fucking thing and taking it to the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
I just don't fucking just fucking kids. Get mad just talking about it.
Yeah, and I got one now. She's a freshman over at East Carolina University, and I swear to God, her room is surprisingly clean, but her room back here is still dirty from the day that she left the freaking
Mhm.
place, and I'm not going to touch that damn thing. I'm waiting for her ass to get over here and spend a little bit more time over at the house. She was over at Christmas and still hadn't cleaned up everything, and she got that, but I go over to her dorm room, and I swear to God, that dorm room is freaking immaculate.
Yep.
Well,
Well, and
good that
my son, so my oldest son's in Germany, right? He actually packed up all of his shit. He's got like 4 totes of stuff. And I get not
Okay.
wanting to throw all your shit away before I get it.
yeah,
We've got a big storage room. I was like, tight, you put some stuff in the storage room. That's fine. And then, my wife's oldest son is in college in North Dakota.
okay,
Same thing. He's got quite a bit of shit in there in our storage room. He's got quite a bit of shit. And this summer, when he comes back, he's going to be addressing that problem. Okay. Her daughter, who's the one who graduated and is going to go to the same school in North Dakota, they're both going to go to UND up there.
okay.
And she's got like 15, 20 totes full of shit and her whole bedroom full of stuff. And she's like, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know, get rid of it. Like,
Yeah.
go through it. I don't want to do that. All right,
Take
tight.
it to the freaking take it to the damn
Salvation
take it
Army
to the
or-
Salvation Army, yeah.
And actually, you know
or
what?
Goodwill or someplace, yeah.
One of the places down here I really like going to, it's run by it's called the Artemis House. It's like the battered women's shelter. Right.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then they have this thing they've got. It's the training center. And so it's people who have some sort of mental defect enough where they can't live on their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so they like live in this group home, but they still work and stuff, right? And so that's the people who like work there, and they raise money for the Artemis House. So
Okay.
it's a really great setup how they've got it all, for it gives people who are less fortunate some income and some money, and it's great for everybody. So we started taking a lot of our stuff there just to help out a little bit whenever.
Yeah.
So
we got a place like that over here. We got one that deals with they deal with runaway moms and pregnant teenagers. We got the Salvation Army too, that has their they've got their people that are living over there in their shelter that they got working as well. We've got a couple of those places over here in North Carolina as well, but those are the good places to take them to. I mean, for crying out loud, you try taking them to the Goodwill. Everybody's like, yeah, taking it to the Goodwill. It's almost like when they used to, call copies Xeroxes, where that's become synonymous with the thrift shops.
Yep.
And God, Goodwill is a freaking. All right. They may do good stuff, but I will tell you, they are a business before they are a nonprofit.
Yep. Well, they're not even a nonprofit. They're a for-profit business. So
working off of our donations.
Right. I have a love-hate relationship with Goodwill, because the program that I run, right? We employ veterans and veterans in transition. Okay. So guys who are coming out, or guys between jobs or whatever, we employ them, and our main goal is to get them into full-time meaningful employment. Well, the Goodwill has a ton of resources for job finding and resume writing and stuff like that. Classes on how to interview and stuff. So we utilize them quite often. And the guys who come to us who are homeless or don't have much, they will give them they'll keep back, if they get nicer suits and dress clothes and stuff, they'll keep that in the back for these guys, these veterans that, to clothe them for an interview. So I really do appreciate that from them, but they are a for-profit organization, and they do some good. And I get that. I'm not here to delegate debate the politics of the Goodwill, but that is a fucking madhouse over there. And
really,
when I lived in Leeds a little bitty old mining town, and they have the Catholic Church there, and the Catholic and the Methodist Church combined to do what's called the Free Store. And someone donates a corner building to them or whatever, and you can and it's everything's free, and they take donations. Obviously, they take donations of clothes and toys and stuff and money to help keep the lights on, basically. And a lot of the church ladies will go in there and be folding clothes, and they have all kinds of stuff. And that's what I used to do for my kids. I take my kids in there, and they hey, pick out a toy. I'd go drop off whatever we were donating. Pick it up, and then every time we go in there, you can. If you take something, you can get something back. That was kind of my rule for them. If you want it, we're going to the Free Store this weekend. So if you're going to want to pick something out, like you always do, you got to take something and drop it off. So it kept us from having a huge pile of toys, right? And kind of help keep, what kids are. They, I had a 5-year-old at the time. She has a toy for 20 minutes and she doesn't even know it exists anymore. So it was great.
And then you find it in the couch, but they couldn't live with it outside of the I know
exactly.
What you're talking about.
So and that's great, but it's a little far for me to go now. It's 25-minute, half-hour drive. I'm not going to drive all up there but that's a great thing. When I first moved up here, I didn't have nothing. I just got out of the military, and I didn't really have dress clothes. I didn't my first job, I needed black dress pants to start. I don't have black dress pants. I went in there, I got a couple pair of black dress pants, and so I've tried to give back to them. So can't be mad at a guy for figuring out a way to get free merchandise and sell for profit. That's right, he did, dude. It's a killer business model. It really is. You can't. Yeah.
I mean, it's the mafia, but legal.
Exactly.
He's a gangster. Too bad he doesn't have a damn tracksuit. He can get a tracksuit for free too.
God, maybe he is. He probably is wearing a tracksuit.
Without the earpiece, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably not.
Damn him.
He doesn't need anybody calling him now. But I mean, it is. And you know what? Honestly, like you said, this is thrift store.
Yeah.
You go in there, all my coffee cups in my office at work. Mm-hmm. I went down. There was me and another guy who shared an office. Now he's gone. So he took his coffee pot and all his shit with him. So I was like, fuck, I need a coffee pot. I need coffee cups. So I have my big coffee cup, but when people come in, I'm like, hey, want a cup of coffee? So I just went to the where did I go? Wasn't Salvation Army. It might have been the Treasures, or it might have been St. Vincent Paul or something. Whatever, one of these little thrift shops, and I got 4 matching coffee cups for $1. I can put them in there, and now I got coffee cups for $1. There you go. So,
And shit. My office, I think we got about 30 or so coffee mugs. Nobody ever freaking cleans them.
oh yeah,
Not
mm-hmm.
kidding you. Oh God, that pisses me the hell off.
Mm-hmm. I heard
The
that.
sink, yeah, the sink looks like it's my kids that are in there. There's got to be some type of precedence though for office. Like you can't be as dirty as you are inside your house as you are in the office.
No.
You got to have some type of modicum of actually being given a shit about everybody else's freaking well-being over
Yeah.
there, and the oh, it's not mine, I'm not going to clean it. No, you got to clean your shit, at least if you're going to be in a professional setting.
You'd think.
Yeah, I think.
You'd think, but
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't actually happen.
No,
God,
it
I
doesn't.
fucking hate people. No. You know what though, honestly, with me, and like I said, my guys that come in and work for me, like, they're pretty good about it because I make them.
Mhm.
I make them be good about it. But not everyone does, so I get it. But
Yeah, let me ask you something. Up there in North Dakota, aren't they going through like a big tech boom up there or something like that? Like they're like all these tech companies I'm hearing are moving up to North Dakota now or something like that, and it's not the oil companies anymore.
yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, so okay, what's happened since 2020 has kind of been unprecedented, like especially with tech. But the tax stuff is very advantageous to them. The tax structure, we don't South Dakota. I'm in South Dakota. North Dakota is a little bit different with their tax structure. They basically don't have any like business taxes and shit because the oil companies make enough, kind of. And I, like Dick said, tech's moving to Iowa like crazy. I think what a lot of it is though too, now that people are working remotely, they can get an office space. They can have a headquarters in South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, and pay pennies on the dollar what they'd pay in somewhere like California or Seattle or Portland, Oregon, or whatever, where all these tech places were. They can get offices here for nothing compared to what they paid there. Their taxes are considerably less, and their people don't have to relocate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I know there are. I know Dick was working on he's an electrician, was working on this big project in Iowa, and I know that there's places around here. And then, like I said, in North Dakota too. North Dakota is really big on it because their taxes are even better than South Dakota, and utility costs are low, property taxes real low. There's no income tax there's no state income tax for their people, and they're we're really desperate for growth. So there's a lot of incentive, like the bigger towns, like if you're in North Dakota, like Grand Forks, there's huge incentives that, they won't charge you, any taxes and all this stuff. They're very welcoming to new business, and that's really helped out a lot of that. And like you said, working remotely, you don't have to have all your people move there. That's the shit part about like somewhere like North Dakota, like it's fucking the highest 20 below. You're not going to get somebody to move from fucking Phoenix. You know what I mean? To move up there for that. So they can keep working remotely, and the business itself is making considerably less money. Well, and like a lot of supercars and people who have like really fancy, expensive cars, they'll have a place in Montana. I'll get a PO box in Montana, so that way the registration fee is nothing. And the insurance fees are nothing because there's no one that lives in Montana. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they get a P.O. box in Billings. Oh, yeah, I drive my Bugatti Veyron and it's licensed out of my house in Billings and, whatever. So.
Thank God. Have you ever seen one of those things?
A Veyron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
freaking beautiful, man. I love
know.
256 miles an hour or something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
Dear God, those things are beautiful, though, man. They really are.
Yeah.
But what you're talking about, that's actually what was happening, East Coast wise. I mean, geez, if anybody can't tell, I'm from the East Coast here. You need to have your hearing checked. Um, that's what Delaware
Mhm.
became when I was growing up. So if you ever travel on 995 or 295 going up towards Philadelphia, you'll go past Wilmington, Delaware,
Mhm.
and you'll see massive skyscrapers after, like, the absolute nothingness of Delaware. And all of these skyscrapers, it's Citibank, it's Wells Fargo, it's Chase, it's Bank of America. They all have offices there because there's no damn state tax over there.
Yeah.
And these banks are just, making hand over fist in the money over in that.
Yeah.
All the businesses started to move. And, with it being so, I'm not going to say relatively close, it's about 2.5 hours away from New York City and, decently close to Philadelphia. You have major businesses that had moved over there just so that they can get the tax burdens off of it.
Yep.
So, the North Dakotas, they're doing their thing to get their businesses, but it's something that I saw growing up.
Yeah. Well, and I think too that's something that is a little bit different with this because you're not seeing the influx of people as much. You're seeing the
Okay.
influx of the businesses, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of them are remote or their energy, right? So, God, those places, like if you go up to the oil patch, those man camps up there, they're very temporary. They're basically like chews. They're the same kind of chews that we lived in
Yeah.
Iraq,
Yeah.
but they live in them when they're paying those guys fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they just spend their money on boats and jet skis and shit. So that was really cool when gas was like fucking negative, and
Yeah.
motorcycles around here were like cheap as fuck. And boats and shit. Fuck, you could in 2020 in March of 2020, you could have bought a boat out here for like you could buy $100,000 boat for 15 grand because guys
Dear
needed to get out of their
God.
fucking loans. Yeah, it was great. Should have bought a
Yeah.
boat. But anyway, but I mean those guys it's so boom and bust, so they don't really set up anything permanent. That makes
I
sense.
get what you're saying.
But
Yeah.
on the eastern side of the state, in like Grand Forks or Fargo or anywhere like that, they're setting up more permanent facilities. And somewhere like like Grand Forks, where my kids go to college, like that's kind of growing, and it's only like 4 hours from the Twin Cities. So you're pretty close to a major airport. You're not super far from a lot of that stuff. Like I said, you're getting great tax benefits to it, and your people aren't they can. I'm sure some of them do, but it's not as big a influx of people as probably what happened in like Delaware in the 90s and stuff. So
Yeah.
but that's also weird too. When you're like, oh, it's only 2.5 hours. Fuck, dude. Like, I have to drive an hour just to get to the nearest Sam's Club. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I drive an hour, I get 65 miles, so that's helpful too.
Oh, that ain't bad at
No.
all, man. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
At least it's decent. At least you get decent freaking gas mileage
Yeah.
over that, with your bike and everything.
Yeah, so it's not, but yeah, I mean, fuck, there's people if you live in certain area, I mean, if you live somewhere like Buffalo, which is midway between here and Dickinson, okay?
Yeah.
So if you live there, it's down about 500 people. To get to the nearest Walmart is a 2.5 hour drive.
Holy shit.
Yup.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, yeah,
to
but
get
you
to the
also don't
nearest
have it-
to get to the nearest grocery store is about that.
Is the nearest grocery store the Walmart, or is
Basically,
there
yeah.
like an actual? Oh my God.
Yeah, if you come somewhere like the town I live in would be the closest to that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And we have like 2 grocery stores and a Walmart. What's the speed limit on that road? 65.
What's it actually? 95?
Okay, what it used to be and what it is now are 2 different things. Okay, if you have South Dakota license plates, it's basically whatever you want to drive on it. If you have out-of-state plates, it's 70.
Okay.
Because
They're
that's
pulling
the
over
main.
everybody from out of state. I get
Well,
it,
and
I
that's
get it, yeah.
so there's very few roads that go from like the interstate to the oil patch direct, right?
Okay.
So a lot of those guys are oil workers. So if you have Texas plates or if you have North Dakota plates or if you have something like that and you're on, it's Highway 85 is what it is. And if you're on that road and you mess up, you're getting pulled over because you're an oil guy or you're a tourist and screw you. Now, if you have like Lawrence County plates,
Mhm.
you know, or one of those counties up there, like you're looking at, you know, like they kind of just, oh, that's Donnie. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, how close is the closest neighbor? Up there, 5, 10, 15 miles.
Jeez.
Those guys that have like the Yellowstone kind of ranches. You know what I mean? They're flat. They're not actually in the mountains up there, but those are
Yeah.
those guys that have, you know, 30, 40, 50,000 acres. But they don't, I don't know, when you got a whole cow and a whole pig in your freezer and you come in once a month to get all your stuff you need, doesn't matter, kind of, you know what I mean?
That is true, man.
So
that is true.
It's a different lifestyle. They don't care. I mean, they don't even have freaking cell phone service up there.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
So we could talk shit about them over here, and they'll never watch the show because you probably don't even know what Facebook is.
no. Well, I mean, they have internet. They have the internet at their house, but yeah. You go through there, you just turn your cell phone off because you're not gonna have service.
Closest I've ever come to experiencing that was I went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yeah.
And you know that I stayed out on a ranch out there, and you know saw the downtown of Jackson with the big antler arches that they got in the town square and everything, and you know it's a real nice kind of artsy place, but it's all like you know billionaire second homes and
Yup.
all the people that are living, you know, there's like shitty apartments on the south side of town, and then everybody else's property tax is basically paying for the upkeep of the town, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yup. Oof.
Yeah.
Those Jackson Hole. Oh. Cities
Ja-
like Jackson Hole are an anomaly. They're like it's Jackson Hole, and then Park City, Utah is the same way. You're going to see more
Yeah.
Porsches on in Park City than you are freaking Chevys and Fords. You know what I mean? Like you go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Jackson Hole is just it is gorgeous. It's gorgeous there,
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. And then that drive in when you go past the Tetons is just amazing.
Fuck yes, it is.
But
Fuck
like that, did you fly into that airport there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a story about that one. I was telling this to King one night, you know, when we were on the sports bar. And if you guys are listening, please check us out on Sundays at 8 o'clock here on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments across YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter and Facebook. Gotta get that plug in. But no, so I was going up there for a veteran retreat called 21st Century Heroes. Phenomenal thing. If you guys ever want to take a look at it, great freaking organization that they have. And I was flying up there, and I get to Colorado and get there to the flight to Jackson Hole, and they're already like apparently there was like 30 people that were waiting for a standby to get to Jackson Hole, and I had one of the tickets. So they asked me if I wanted to you know drive up there instead of flying up there because it would have been like maybe about an hour more. And I'm like, no, 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 you know, I'm not paying for this. This is somebody else paying for it. I'd rather just go ahead and get on the flight.
Right.
I get into Jackson Hole, and I'm wondering why there was such a long list and why the you know the plane was freaking packed too.
Mhm.
It turns out that same day that I was flying in was the same day that Yeezy, Kanye West, announced that he was dropping his new album in 2018. So he was dropping his album. He was still with Kim Kardashian at that time. And it was all these press junkies and freaking billionaires trying to get out there that weren't taking or, you know, millionaires and, you know, the star fuckers that, you know, don't have their own private jets that are trying to get out there.
Yup.
So I'm flying in, and, you know, I don't find this out until I get out there. And yeah, Kanye's having his release party the next day. So my first night in Jackson Hole, you know, everything's all quiet. I go outside, and you know, freaking, you could. I love the damn night sky up there in
Mhm.
that country. My God, it's beautiful. Next night, I go out and do the same thing, and I can hear the echo from Kanye's party going all the way across the damn valley.
Yep.
And there's like maybe about, 10 good miles away, but I could still hear the thumping coming from Kanye West's party while I
Mhm.
was out there. But man, flying into that airport and that was like the first arch that I saw with the elk antlers.
Yep.
Flying into that airport, and then we traveled north. I guess it was north, or we traveled north to the ranch, and then we traveled south down to Jackson the next day for the first day of the retreat, and that's when I got to see the Tetons and see the mountain that Rocky climbed and yelled Drago. On but I mean, I fell in love with that thing. Elk were, we have to stop here for geese over by my college that's right across the street. I didn't. I'm kind of used to stopping for animals. I'm not used to stopping for elk that can knock over a pickup truck.
Right.
But it's or no, the buffalo. It's not elk. Excuse me. It was the buffalo that were up there on the reserve. But man,
Oh, that's
that
elk.
was
That's the
that
elk
was a
reserve.
trippy damn thing.
That's
It's an
the
elk reserve.
That's an elk reserve there. Yeah. That's
Okay,
the
there were
National Elk Reserve.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a national elk reserve, but there were buffalo
Yep.
crossing the
Mhm.
damn highway.
Yeah, there's
man.
buffalo there
And,
too.
and that was some cool shit. Seeing them, crossing the freaking highway and everything. And I've never seen buffalo before.
Yeah.
I haven't even been to Buffalo, New York.
I drive by a herd of buffalo like literally every day.
No shit.
Yep. That's how we know when spring's coming, because when the buffalo drop their calves. Buffalo are because they're an ice age animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can hold their gestation or whatever. And if their body, whatever, they can sense it or some shit, and they drop calves whenever it's springtime. Yeah.
No shit.
Yep.
I did not know that.
I mean, it's an old wives' tale, but I don't know. What's what they keep saying.
All right. Now,
So-
now, I mean, I know you're a little bit familiar with that area, so I'm not sure if you know this, but or I'm pretty sure you may have heard this. You might not be the expert on this, but it's my understanding that there's an area by Wyoming and Idaho, pretty close to Montana or something like that, that there is like 10 square miles where there is no federal jurisdiction. And if you commit a capital crime, they technically cannot in this 10 miles, they technically cannot persecute you.
Well,
Like where the train station is supposed to be in Yellowstone.
so that place does exist. There's a county, like a whole county there that's not populated. And I don't recall. I think it's bigger than 10 square miles. I don't recall exactly the square, but there's no population that actually technically lives in that. So it's federal land. You could, I mean, if it was a federal crime, they could probably figure it out. But there's no actual town or people there to be a jury to prosecute you. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Holy shit. That's pretty fucking cool. If any of you vets that are out there that want to get out and just be not with anybody, there's your area.
But hold on a second. Hold on a second with that though. There's not like in Yellowstone they just drive across the board. There's no road through it. There's no access to it. Like you'd have to pack mule in for miles to get to it. So you know what I mean? Like it's not like it's like on the show where they just pull up and kick the dude off it's not like that. Like it's very, very, very remote and isolated, and it is all national forest or on National Park Service land. So, I mean, technically, they could prosecute you if you. And I don't know all the rules on this exactly, but I'm pretty sure if you commit a crime on federal land, everything it becomes federal, right? It doesn't have to be like fraud or an actual.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, the Marshal Service could still come get you and take care of you and all that. I don't know. I'm not giving legal advice on this channel, but like I said, I know it is super remote. You have to I mean, even up there in remote areas, I have a friend of mine who lives in Cody.
Okay.
And for them to go like deer and elk hunting and stuff on their land, they have to pack in on mules. And they go up and they set up camp and actually hunt out of like their deer camp for like 2 weeks. They get deer and elk and bear and moose and all that stuff, and they get their tags and they fill them. And but like my friend Lynn, she got her elk or her moose tag, and moose are pretty hard to get tags for in Wyoming. So she got her moose, brought it back to her house and to her ranch, and she hung it up. And fucking grizzly bear from the park came and like ate her moose while I was hanging in her barn, and there was nothing she could do about it. She waited like 10 years to get that fucking tag, filled it, and she couldn't do because you can't shoot a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
And they all have collars and shit. I'm like, psh, I'd have fucking figure out something, dude. Like,
Western Carolina, we got the same thing with the black bears. You cannot disturb the black bears. You cannot hunt them or anything like that. Or you can hunt them, but you got to get the special tags too. And you know, if you do get if you do see a bear out in the wild or in the open, you can't go anywhere near them or anything like that. Had a real trippy experience with that. If I've been, you ever been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee?
no, I've not.
Okay, real nice place, but it's Eastern Tennessee mountains, nothing compared to what you guys have, up there in the Big Sky Country.
Mhm.
But so yeah, I think it was New Year's Day, and we were staying in Gatlinburg. My wife, my daughter, and I. We were walking up and down the main strip of Gatlinburg, going from some place to go get ice cream, and then back to our hotel. And then as we were passing one of the strip areas that have all these little shops, Mama Bear and two cubs cross the street and then start going into the garbage cans that are over by this strip mall. And like there's a crowd of people that start migrating to go see where these bears are and everything. And one of the cops comes out and is like, get the fuck away from them, you're not supposed to be around these guys. And yeah, they're all protected and everything, and but they love the black bears up there. And you can check. Yeah, a friend of mine, a fellow vet that I met through a organization I now work for. He just went black bear hunting this past year, and he could not get a single one. And this is like the first time that this person was able to get it for, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years or something like that, to get the tags to do it. He spent an entire week out in the woods trying to get a black bear and could not get one. But yeah, they are elusive. And you can't do anything with the bears. And
Well, the
you can blame Greenpeace for all that.
fucking bears are
You can't get rid of the bears.
ridiculous. Fucking bears. Well, okay. So I don't know about grizzly bears and all that shit, right? I see them eating fucking garbage. But from what I understand with like black bears, like you can bait them and shit, right? I'm pretty sure you can like bait them with like donuts and shit.
Black bears? I am not sure.
I thought
about that.
I thought I
can
saw
check
like
that
a
out.
hunting show.
Let me see. I'm going on the computer right now. I mean, I
How to
got
hunt
everything in
black
front
bears.
of me. I mean, yeah, that's yeah. Black bears donuts.
Oh, fucking dick. Yeah, like Dick said, not like the mountain lions outside my window and lead. So I had this. There was a fucking mountain lion like 6 feet off my porch. My dog was going crazy, and I went
Yeah.
over and the fucking like my dog never barked. That dog never barked. I went over like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dog? I look, there's a fucking mountain lion, like 6 feet from my
Holy
door.
shit.
Yeah. And I was like, and then when I walked over there, my fucking dog went and hit it on the coffee table. I was like, thanks, dog. Thanks. You're good at this. So you can bait him with an orange cooler. Nice.
I thought you can just do that with women in menstruation, but that's an old wives' tale too, isn't it? Okay, so I'm looking
So-
at it. Oh, here in North Carolina, over in Raleigh, an American black bear was temporarily made its home in a tree, climbed down after being lured with jelly donuts and sardines.
Fucking like Kaz said, you can bait me with donuts. That sounds like me too, buddy. I'd come. Yeah, you got jelly donuts? All right, tight. Where am I going to be at?
Hell yeah, let's definitely do it.
Oh, Jenny said, what about them cougars? That's right. I can go cougar hunting in my backyard or I can go cougar hunting at the bar. Either way. Nah, I'm
We do
married now.
that
I
in
don't do that shit
Miami.
anymore. You do that anywhere. I'm married now. I don't go hunt cougars.
My wife's turned into a cougar, unfortunately. She beats the shit out of me every night in bed. And I'm not talking in that sense. I'm just talking that she just decides to paw the shit out of my face and punch me and slap me silly. She's tried to bite me in my leg several times. I'm pretty sure she tried to bite my crotch off.
Nice. Trying to get a mouthful of meat.
No, she ain't trying to do that. She's trying to rip it off and castrate me. There ain't none of that shit going on.
Dick said donuts and sardines is the buffet of champs. That's right. That's right, buddy. Oh shit! Yep, the fucking jelly donuts, man. Why not? I get
What's the best
Frank.
place you ever had donuts from, man?
best place I ever had donuts from.
Yeah.
There used to be a place in Deadwood that was a little casino that had good donuts. It was the
Well,
Deadwood Gulch.
What were they like? The little fried ones, or were they like the big puffy ones?
They were like both. But they had like a little old lady who used to make them. It was
no
like,
shit.
yeah, she was fucking. She was all right. And then they had like they had like big puffy ones that had like and then they would do what's that, like different toppings, right? It's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
and so that was kind of more the allure of it, was the toppings. So like they had like a maple bacon, which at the time was earth shattering. Now it's kind of
Yeah.
everywhere's got them. Like she'd have they have like ones with like Fruity Pebbles on them, and ones with all kinds of fucking shit and whatever.
Yeah.
But that place was
Yeah.
good, and they were like, it was like which they were fresh. You know what I mean? Okay, now hold on once. You have to remember,
Mhm.
they were the same people who drive 2.5 hours to get to Walmart.
That's true.
So for us, it was like earth shattering and good. Like I almost like when I go places now, I kind of want Krispy Kreme. I know it's gross, but I kind of want Krispy Kreme. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't get that here, right?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So, like my son was back over Christmas. His mom passed away. We had to go to Texas, and like the whole time I'm down there, I'm like chowing on Whataburger and like fucking Jack in the Box because I don't have that here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I was like,
Oh,
fuck it,
yeah.
I want some Jack in the Box tacos. Like anywhere else, I'm like, fucking Jack in the Box tacos are gross, man. I'm like, fuck it. So
Oh,
Bronco says Butler's Donuts in Westport, Massachusetts. It's his best donuts.
Okay. Nice. Nice. And
So
we got a place over here in Carolina Beach. It's right on the boardwalk called Brits Donuts. And their donuts that they serve, it's like the hot yeast donuts, kind of like
yeah,
kind of like Krispy Kreme, but definitely one of those ones that when you get them, they melt instantly in your mouth, just like the Krispy Kreme ones do. Oh
Mhm.
my God, I'm gonna look forward to this summer going down there and getting some of them right on the boardwalk. I'll tell you that.
There's a little place in Sturgis just opened up, and there's like Pops. And they're
Mhm.
Pops, cakes, and donuts or something. It's this little same deal. Like this gal, I say old. She's probably 60. She's not that old anymore. That used to be old, but that's not old anymore. But
Yeah, the closer we get to it, it feels like that's what it
Right?
is, man.
but same deal. They make a lot of their own stuff. They do a lot of cupcakes and shit though too. Their kind of donuts are, I mean, they do all right. They're
Yeah.
not. I mean, they're whatever. Like you said, it's just they're all right. Those yeast donuts, and I like them. I actually don't like the cake type donuts anymore.
Really?
I kind of like them anymore.
Well, what, too thick for you or something?
Kind of. I just feel like all I do is end up drinking a pot of coffee trying to wash them down.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's kind of
I know
more.
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of don't. I just they get heavy. They're so heavy. I don't like them anymore.
Oh
So,
yeah, completely.
But
Hey, Rich, I am not going to slip a muzzle on her.
fucking dick.
Not a chance in hell. You kidding me? She would chew through that muzzle and then chew my freaking jugular.
Oh, Jenny, we didn't cut you off. If you got cut off or something, it wasn't us, honey. We don't. If a black bear attacks you, you better fight that bitch's punches square in the nose. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Better not fight me off my donuts. But yeah, if you got cut off, we didn't do it. On us.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we just went right to the donuts. I didn't even see.
Yeah, we
that.
just
And,
we just
you know,
fucking
and scrolling back, Jenny, I'm sorry to hear about your family, and
Yeah.
our prayers and our thoughts are going with you right now as well.
oh, it was AI. I don't know, it wasn't us. Must have been a
her
Facebook
mother,
thing.
her mother's been in the hospital.
Yeah,
since
she was saying that.
Friday,
Yeah,
so
that
sorry
sucks,
to
dude.
hear about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Sucks.
Oh wait, she's up in Boston, so I mean, unless she's got Dunkies, that's the only place that she ends up going to is damn Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. My kids we went to Minnesota. Was that Minnesota tournament? And there are some TikTok donuts. The kids, we had to keep going to fucking Dunkin' Donuts because the kids had some TikTok phase donuts or some shit.
Yeah, I remember when that was happening. Yeah, I do remember that stuff. Yeah. What the hell was it? Yeah, okay.
Now she's saying she got family stuck in the woods. They can't find their key fob. Dude, that sucks.
Oh shit!
That
In the
fucking
snow.
really sucks.
All right,
Pookie-
Pookie likes duck donuts.
What,
Okay.
what are Duck's Donuts?
All right, Duck Donuts is it was actually out of Duck, North Carolina, and they do kind of in the same way you were talking about the putting the toppings on.
Yeah.
You go over there and they make small batch donuts right in front of you. So you get like 6 or 12, and then you've got your choice of icing, you got your choice of filling, and you got your choice of toppings that you want to put on. They've got like like the Fruity Pebbles donuts, or you can go with like the maple bacon, or you can make whatever kind of donut you want to have, and the filling and things like that. You can customize all of your donuts out there. It's
Okay, so
pretty cool place.
so kind of you go down like a Subway kind of with donuts. Like
Yeah,
you're doing,
kind
you
of.
just like do your shit. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you order it. I mean, you order it, but they have like different ones.
Oh, okay.
So
So
like here's one for me. I love apples, and I love apple and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will get I will get a 6 pack of donuts, and they will fry them up in front of you. Then they'll dust them in the cinnamon and sugar, and then on top of it, in the hole, because the hole's not that big. They got like the little starfish hole.
yeah.
Yeah. So they will put on top of it. They will put like the apple filling, like the little ones inside there. Then I'll have a 6 pack of cinnamon donuts with apple topping on it.
Okay, that sounds fucking good.
It's pretty good ones. Then some people like to put like the icing or the glaze on top of it, and you can order them pre-made, or you can just say, hey, let me I want this on it, I want that on it. You can customize all the donuts, and it's pretty damn good.
God, fucking sounds good as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but they're more of a cake donut. They're
Yeah.
not like the yeast donut.
Mhm.
Yeah, and but I mean, it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You
Oh, that sounds good.
And
As, I
they've
like
they've got
that.
like they've got like 4 of them here in the town that I'm at,
Okay.
and
So it's kind of a chain, but not like a Dunkin' chain. It's
yeah, it's definitely a regional chain.
okay.
But they're popping up all over the place right now. They're starting to get some more places that are coming out. That's another thing too. I kind of like it when, like, smaller chains start going into other states and
Yep.
things like that.
Mhm.
Like, you guys don't have a Bucky's up there, do you?
No, we don't.
Oh.
Fuck, dude, I love Bucky's.
Oh yeah,
I fucking
yeah.
love Bucky's. I wish I would fucking. Dude, we don't have shit up here. In all fairness.
we got a freaking Bucky's in Florence, South Carolina, and now I'm kind of giving away my position because it's about an hour drive away from where I live.
Right.
And every time that I have to go to South Carolina for work, I got to take 95 up north to get to where I'm at. And no matter what the hell it is, I time the time I leave, and I make sure that either I don't eat, or I'm just about to run out of gas. And every time I do, I have to go to the Bucky's over there, because it's like walking into, if none of y'all have ever been to Bucky's, it's like the Walmart sized gas station.
Fuck yeah, it's huge.
And The bathrooms are always clean. They've got a guy in there who cleans the bathrooms 24/7. I kid you not. And they've got every freaking drink you can think of on the soda fountain. The damn snack line is like, the size of the sporting goods section over there.
Right. Then they got like a
Walmart.
full service barbecue restaurant in the back, and yup.
Yep, they're chopping brisket right there on one of those islands with those brisket sandwiches. I
Yep.
swear to God, that double XL brisket sandwich is freaking on point.
Jenny, this place isn't even like a truck stop. It's fucking. It's a. Well, they have like 100 something gas pumps, and like
about
fucking. They have like the world's longest car wash at one of the Buc-ee's in like Houston or some shit. Yeah.
And speaking of that, the what's it called? It's not a truck stop because trucks are not allowed to park over there.
Yeah,
at
there's
Buc-ee's.
there's
Yeah.
Jenny said she has a Come and Go lighter. Dude, fucking Come and Go is my favorite gas station. We don't have any here in town, but I fucking love Come and Go. Come and Go, I want to get a lighter. But Buc-ee's, dude, I love Buc-ee's. So like I said, I had to go down there and I actually stayed in Denton.
Yeah.
That's where we were doing all of our shit, right?
Yeah.
And not even on purpose, but like my hotel was right next to the Buc-ee's in Denton. Like it was like I could fucking walk out my hotel room, and
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Did you get you some beaver nuggets while you were over there?
You know what? I bought 2 bags of beaver nut and I left them in my fucking hotel room.
Oh.
When I checked out, yup, that was my road snacks. I got in the fucking car, it was me and the kid. I got on the fuck car and we were in kind of a hurry to get out of town, right? And I get up to Amarillo and I was like, hey, bust out them beaver nuggets, dude. I want something to eat. I want something to snack on. And he's like, Dad, they're not here. I was like, what? And I pulled over on the side of the highway in Amarillo, Texas, looking for my fucking beaver nuggets. And I was mad as hell. Yep.
I keep on forgetting that Pookie lives somewhat close to me. I
Yeah.
still haven't met Pookie yet in person.
You need to go down there.
I got to go down there one day. Yeah, because he says it's an hour away from him. We're equidistant. We're equidistant from to the Buc-ee's in Florence, South Carolina.
So David Cunningham, I think it was somebody. I think he asked me what gas was up here in oil country. It's $3.33 a gallon. That's what I filled up with today.
Holy shit! It's cheaper down here.
Yeah, we don't have any refineries here. The gas it comes out of the ground and we send it to you guys, and then they got to refine it and then whatever. Idiocracy, yes, and unfortunately, it was supposed to be a parody, and apparently, it turned into a prophecy. So. Guess I left it. I did leave a tip. That's the problem. I want my beaver nugget. But all my kids, okay, yeah, but I was there for Christmas, right? Or right before Christmas. So all my kids got fucking Buc-ee's stuff for Christmas. I got everyone something from Buc-ee's for Christmas. And my 6-year-old daughter, I got her like this little hat with like the Buc-ee beaver on it. And she wears that thing every day to school. It's the cutest fucking thing. It's great.
They got over in the one in Florence now. They've got the Buc-ee's pool. What do they call that blow up thing? The tube. They got the Buc-ee's tube.
Oh
there.
yeah,
They're selling them for like $40 right now.
Fuck.
Right next to it, they also got a
Go on
Buc-ee's,
eBay. Go on eBay and just type in Buc-ee's shirt, and they're fucking like, dude, they're like $60 for like a t-shirt from Buc-ee's.
Shit.
Yeah. So just that's what you should do. Go down there. Like, I know, okay, so like I said, it was Christmas time. They had a bunch of their Christmas shit on sale, right? Or they had a bunch of shit on sale. Get the fucking clearance shit, put it on fucking eBay for $25 a shirt or whatever. You make a killing. Cost
Holy
says
shit. I'm
Voodoo
looking at it
Donuts.
right now. Buy it new, $32 for
Yes.
a Buc-ee's St. Patrick's Day tie-dyed shirt.
Yeah, and if you go to like the
Holy
actual Buc-ee's, probably
shit.
$15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Voodoo Donuts in Fort Worth, cost says is good. Southern California is $4.45 a gallon for unleaded, and that $3.33 that was for 90-10 ethanol mix.
Oh wow.
That you're just right, Dick. Just because someone's asking $60 doesn't mean they're getting it. That's true. Whataburger cowboy boots. That's thing. They have Whataburger cowboy boots. I'm googling this.
No shit. No shit. Oh, and real fast, going back to one of the previous comments up there. I think it was hold on, it was a Dave or yeah, it was Dave Cunningham. Dave Cunningham said Wawa, and if you haven't been to a Wawa yet, that's more of a northeastern
Oh, that's
gas
one of a
station.
kind.
That is a freaking phenomenal place. You can get like great damn sandwiches over at every Wawa that you go to, man. Oh, holy shit! They do have Whataburger.
I know. I'm going to
Whataburger.
share it. I'm going to share it right now. Hold on a second.
Okay, let's get that up there. Holy crap! I
All right.
wonder how much this. Okay, no, no fucking way. There is no way I am ever gonna. They even Whataburger's got a store.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Shop.whataburger.com. It's called the Whata Store.
It's crazy.
Holy shit. Okay, let me see this. They actually do have stuff. They even sell groceries on here. They got Whataburger groceries.
All right. And yep, I put those boots up
Okay.
there. The water boots. These boots are made for walking. They're Justin boots.
Holy
The first
crap.
ones that came up were Randy Rogers got a Whataburger surprised Randy Rogers one of a kind pair of Whataburger boots, which I like Randy Rogers. He deserves those boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they got square toe for men and huh. What do you
Jesus
know?
Christ.
So yeah,
Dear
Whataburger has boots.
Dear God, I can't believe that they actually have damn boots over there. I mean, for crying out loud! Krispy Kreme's got to
Wawa.
open up.
Okay.
Krispy Kreme's got to open up their daggone stores up here, and they got to get some shit going because people will buy that shit too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wawa's a damn good Wawa's a damn good place to stop at. If you want like a good sandwich, Wawa's got one of the best like actual like heroes or hoagies and good sandwiches in a gas station that you could find anywhere in any chain whatsoever.
Hold on, we have revelation. Dick said they have Whataburger spicy ketchup in the stores there.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
In
do.
which stores? Like Walmart
Uh,
or like Kroger or something? Or what? Dick, what store has Whataburger spicy ketchup?
oh no, they've got it on the Whata store. It's in the
Oh, I don't want to
groceries.
go to the.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that. That sounds like
No,
hard.
no, it's $3 for a bottle right here. The spicy ketchup single bottle. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, they got that. They got the jalapeno ranch in there too, and you can buy a 3-pack of the spicy ketchup and the jalapeno ranch as well too.
Huh?
Yeah, they got it on that Whata store. Shop.whataburger.com. They got it in the groceries section. I thought you could actually
Oh.
get groceries there, but yeah, you can get the spicy ketchup in a bottle out there.
Cause is saying we're gone, but I'm showing green and streaming on everything, and everyone's interacting in the chats. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
guess we're not.
And I'm looking at
God.
YouTube right now, and you're staring at the computer. So,
Huh? Well, yeah. I don't
hey,
know.
you know, I could see Radar's eyes moving. That's what it is. That's how
Well, like I
I'm
said,
looking at it.
everything's
You
green
look-
on my end, so I'm gonna.
Okay, we're back up now.
I didn't know I went down. It's cutting in and out a bit,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
I don't know why. I'm showing excellent.
Are we
60
getting- are we
frames per
getting s-
second.
Oh, hold on. This is that 945 curse that we've got happening.
Oh yeah.
This is so for
I'm
any of
usually
y'all
done
that
by
are-
now.
Yeah. No, hey, look, this is serious. Like, one night Kaz got knocked off at 9:45. We were going on at Sunday. I think I think it was like 2 weeks ago. We were going on Sunday, and at the same exact time, um, me and King, we both got knocked off on the restream as well at like 9:45. So I'm like, what in the hell happening out here? And then I think somebody else had an issue right around that same time previously in the week. So Ice got on the next day, and I'm like, yeah, dude, make sure at 9:45 you lock off. That's when like tuned into like the beginning, and then I saw like it was 9:45 and he was ending the stream, and I thought he got cut off. And I'm like, fuck, dude, are you still up? He's like,
God,
no,
I should have.
stream
I wish
off."
you'd have told me about that earlier. I would have fucking cut it off right at fucking at 8:45. Well, and Dick said it never even went down for him too. I got no hiccups, and on my things, it's saying I'm good. Everything's saying I'm good. I've got greens all the way across. So I don't know. Arby's sauce in the store. Ooh, I don't like Arby's sauce. Maybe that's me. You're
So
still hot.
Walmart-
Of course, I'm still hot. I know me.
Yeah.
I'm hot as fuck.
So Ray, you're saying that Walmart and Hy-Vee also have the Whataburger stuff too. So
Well,
I
I'll
don't
look at
even have a
Walmart.
Hy-Vee.
Casey's, Walmart, or Hy-Vee is good. I like Hy-Vee Hy-Vee grocery stores actually. Casey's gas station has the best gas station pizza. Now, I'm going to say this because I grew up 2 blocks from a Casey's, and they do have all right gas station pizza. But is it the best? Is it really the best? I don't want to talk shit about Wawa because Pookie says that's why we had issues a minute ago.
I gotta say this. You guys are killing me with gas station.
I'm sitting here, my chest hurts because I had freaking Little Seizures for dinner.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Little Caesars is all right. The ones here, my goddaughter is the manager of like 4 of the stores, so I can't say anything bad about them because I'm supporting my goddaughter. But I don't know, man. Like Hunt Brothers Pizza and the gas station pizzas, and I can't deal with that. That hurts my Italian blood. Okay, my great grandmother is spinning over in her grave if I even mention Domino's, for crying out loud. I go to gas station things. There's no way I could do that. The closest I ever came to eating like a pizza like that was we used to get pizza over at the Meadowlands for the New Jersey Devils games over at the old Brendan Byrne Arena. And I swear to God, the box that it came in had more taste than the pizza. Oh my God, no.
That's what we like. Little Seizures just had like, it's hot and ready, dude. So I had to pick up my kids from school, come home, and figure this shit out, and then be ready. You know what I mean? So I don't have time. So I got hot and ready. I got a hot and ready cheese pizza with some breadsticks from Little Seizures. Mm-hmm. And if you go to Little Caesars, get Detroit. They have Detroit style Little Caesars? I don't think they do here.
Yeah.
I don't think they do here.
Yeah, it's the thick pan and it's got the sauce on the bottom, but it's also got the sauce on the top as well.
I don't think they do that at this one.
It's a pretty good that they got with that kind of pizza. And Jenna, or okay, I know you got a little accent on it. Sicilian. Now the Sicilian pies are always good. That's that big square one. I always.
Oh yeah, those sounds good as fuck.
Getting that middle slice was always my goal too.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, Little Seizures is a good idea. But honestly, it was just me. It was me and the boy. It was me and one of the boys. Me and Jonah tonight. Yeah. Everyone else is gone. It's spring break, kinda. Okay. My wife's at work, and let's see, one of my kids is spending the night at his buddies, and then Jonah, I picked him up, brought him home, and then my one daughter's at work, and my other daughters are in North Dakota. So, Pookie said that corner slice life. That corner slice.
No, he wants that corner slice from the Sicilian pie. All right, not a yeah.
See, this is so weird. I'm so fat, but I don't even I just eat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care. Like, you're talking, what's the best donut? I don't know what make you fat. Like, donuts are donuts kind of. Same with pizza. But I'm not Italian. I don't give a shit. Like, I just want pizza. So I was like, Pizza Hut's the bomb. I was like, you're not wrong, but.
I mean, look, I can't complain about the chain ones, but I grew up there in New York and New Jersey, okay?
Right.
I mean, for crying out loud, New York pizza's got its own thing. Everybody tries to copy it. You've got like 17 original Rays just in Manhattan alone.
Right.
Every place, the suburb, and all of North Jersey is a suburb of New York City. Let's be quite honest there. So every town has at least three authentic Italian pizza restaurants where they flip the dough and the dun 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 dun. You have those pizzerias that are there, and you always eat them. You never want to have Domino's. You never want to have Pizza Hut. But the only time that I ever remember doing that is eating at Pizza Hut. It was when they were doing the books,
Oh yeah.
the bucket program.
Yeah,
when
the
you had to
fucking
go read
booking
a book.
program.
Yeah, with the free personal pizza every time you read a book. I did that, and when the Ninja Turtles were out there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was the only times that I ever remember eating at Pizza Hut. It was just for that.
Oh, that's the only time I could afford pizza. That's when I got it for free.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? The Pizza Huts here all closed down. There's still one in Sturgis.
Oh,
There's
no
some
shit.
closed down. Yeah, they couldn't keep going. Actually, and I'm gonna throw down on this with Dick for a minute because we got gas station pizza here, but the gas stations here have Papa John's in them.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so we get that buttery sauce.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cheating, though. That's kind of cheating. I mean, really, compared to Casey's has good pizza. In all fairness, for chain pizza, it's all right. But like, okay, when you talk about like pizzeria pizzas, right? For me,
Yeah.
growing up in Iowa, a lot of those places were like Chicago pizzas.
So you had the thick, the deep dish.
God, it was
pizzas,
like
yeah.
fucking pizza soup. You know what I mean? Like, not to be shitty, but it's
Yes.
fucking pizza soup. I don't even like that
Yes.
shit. I don't fucking. It's kind of gross. It's like,
Yeah.
like this fucking dough on the bottom, still doughy and shit. Like, man, fucking cook your shit, dog. Like,
Yep. I still don't understand why people, have that debate over
I
what's the
don't
better pizza
fucking
between those
know.
two. Oh my god, that just kills me about that. But now I know which ones you're talking about. My aunt used to live off of Lakeshore Drive. I visited her once or twice over there, and she would always take me to this this Chicago style pizzeria. And no, I just couldn't eat it. I
Yeah.
really just couldn't. It hurt my soul to eat it. No, it
Oh.
truthfully did.
David said, speaking of Sturgis, do I have a hog? I do. I have a Road King in the garage. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. Dick, Rich Shipley, the one he's on there. I'm trying to get him to come on. He's with the Patriot Guard Riders, and I'm gonna have him
Nice.
on one night talking about that stuff. So
I'm kind of glad that I don't see them as often as I used to, man.
what's that? The hogs?
No, the Patriot Guard Riders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because usually
I got-
I'm guessing you probably saw them for like funerals and shit.
So we had a guy, I was the rear detachment NCOIC for my battalion, and from the kid from my company, Chris Moniz, he was killed in December of 2011. Funeral was over in California, and there wasn't a unit rep there that knew anybody, so I had to travel over for it. I'm escorting his wife's father and his brother, and I think and his brother's wife. So I've got my rental car. By the way, that was a Mustang too. It was fucking great. Um, I'm I'm the second. I'm the third car in the procession. Behind I'm the second car behind the hearse. I'm behind going with the procession and everything. And we were driving down this damn California highway from Bakersfield to East Covina, where they were going to hold the memorial service. And it's nothing but flat freaking, desert road over there, right? Well, the Patriot Guard Riders were there, and of course, the assholes at Westboro Baptist were going to meet us over there. So we leave the funeral home, turn down the highway, and I swear to God, for at least a mile ahead of us, there were nothing but Patriot Guard riders. Then there was us following the procession, And then I look behind me, and then there's probably about another half mile of Patriot Guard riders behind me in the
Yeah.
entire time period. But it was an all straight road, so there was no curves, there was no traffic lights, there was nothing out there. And I decided that I was going to go to the left a little because his brother wanted to see how long the line was. And I look over, and like, the freaking sun's coming up, excuse me, the sun's not coming up. It's almost noon at this time. Sun's everywhere. We're all looking. It's a beautiful daggone day, and all we see are the Patriot Guard riders,
Yep.
just freaking forever. Going in front of the hearse, and then he's looking behind, and he's seeing it behind the hearse. It was one of the most beautiful sights I ever seen on such a sad day too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was one of them. Oh, Dick's got a good comment up there
he said
about how
about-
many showed up.
When the last group of Marines died in Afghanistan, they had one in Omaha, and over 1,500 bikes showed up.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. That's fucking. I mean, it's awesome. I'm glad. I mean, it's just like he was talking about, like how they started out with like how they. What was it? It was Westboro Baptist Church, I think, wasn't it? That had
Westboro Baptist.
that
Those
had
were the assholes that were
protested and all that
the God hates fags and protesting every military funeral
because somehow people in the military were gay or some shit.
Exactly. Asshole.
Space Force guy. There's a Space Force guy died in Afghanistan. What?
I never heard
including
that.
a Space Force guy. What am we talking about, Dick?
Oh, it might have been one of the Patriot Guard riders. That was
Would he show up on a fucking one of those land speeder thingies?
was he shooting womp rats?
No, that
Okay,
sucks.
Yeah, he showed up on one of the bikes.
Oh, okay. I was like, did one of them die in Afghanistan? Those were all fucking Marines. And there were some airborne guys died too in that.
Yeah,
fucking
we had
shit,
we had a funeral for them. Okay, now I'm definitely giving away my fucking position. Yeah, we had one of them coming through here when he passed away, and we lined the entire 2 roads that it took to get him over to the funeral home with just people lining up and paying their respects to him when he made the ride from the Air Force base all the way down to the airfield. It's the Army airfield now. But making the ride down to the funeral home, and his funeral had about a good 2,000 people there, and a certain orange guy also showed up too.
Yeah.
In fact, the certain orange guy even showed up a couple weeks ago when Diamond passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What was it? Diamond. I can't remember the other girl. The 2 sisters, Diamond and the African American women, the ones that were big supporters of the orange guy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember their names, but when she passed away, the orange guy showed up over here too. So that was another fun fucking weekend over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude, you said you only wanted to go 1 hour and a half. We're nearly at 2 freaking
2 hours.
right
I was
now,
just like,
man.
yeah, I either need to go to the bathroom or we need to wrap this puppy up. I think it's about time. About time to wrap her up, I think.
Yeah, man.
So
that ain't a problem at all, buddy.
So normally I have TZ right off the upcoming guests, but I'm guessing that I didn't prep you on that. So
no, and to be honest with you, if I look at the calendar, the only guests I see are coming up are on CQ's guests.
Hey, I got a guest next week.
Oh no shit!
I've got a guest next week. Yes, sir, I do. I don't know if it got put on the calendar. I have a Stephanie Gattas from the Pink Berets is going to be on next.
Yeah, I
yeah,
do have
next
it
week on the 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Hold on. I guess it has been updated. I guess is it Pookie that does the updates on this, or was it is it Chip that does? I don't even know who does this one.
Shipwreck's kind of the tech guy behind it. I don't know who's doing it anymore.
All right, so yeah, you
Mom
want me
might
to
be
do
doing it. Yeah, just read me off the guest for the next week or so. What do we got on there?
All right. So, yeah, going with tomorrow with Sergeant's Time over at 8 o'clock with Ice, and he'll be talking about a lot of the things that are happening in the military world. Most likely talking about how the chains of command right now are failing people, especially when it comes down to the TAPS, as well as a new report that came out about how the transition classes are truly not helping veterans that are transitioning from the military back into the civilian world. So that ought to be interesting tomorrow evening. And then this Friday at 8 o'clock, it will be Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and the aforementioned Pookie. They're going to have that wrap up of everything that happened during the week, and definitely take your comments and find out all the funny stories and all of the mishappenings that have transpired and all the things that can tickle your fancy. Now, this Sunday, March 19th. Oh, gee, I wonder who shows on Sunday. Oh, by the way, want to give you all a heads up on there. Yes, it is the Sports Bar coming to you at 8 o'clock, but because Mr. King Smith's daughter is such a phenomenal person, we are not going to be able to go live because King's actually going to be at a celebration for his daughter. His daughter is getting an award for a songwriting contest.
That's
So
awesome.
we are pre-recording on Sunday morning, and then we are going to debut the show. It's going to be pre-recorded on Sunday the 19th. But during that time, you guys are going to hear me completely without coffee, and I'm probably going to be rumbling about something and getting pissed off at something about that. So it might be good off of there. And I would definitely want to see how King is early in the morning, see if he can keep his hype up on Sunday the 19th. But again, 8 o'clock, that will be time for the sports bar. Definitely encourage everybody to come in. And then Monday of next week on the Monday edition, let's see, we've got who's Kenny? Kenny, hold on, he's got that name in here on the Facebook, right? He's second time Kenny's coming in. I don't know who the hell Kenny is. Nice. If you're out there in the ops chat, drop who the hell Kenny is for me. Give me a little bit of a help on that one. Okay, I just heard a ring, so hopefully I'm getting something. All right, but anyway, on the Monday edition, where we talk about the military, we talk about veterans issues, and we talk about things where you're going to be joined by Kenny. Where the fuck is your last name? Uh,
This is great.
yeah, I know. Here I am. Here I am. I hope Kenny's not listening right now and not watching this replay right now because I'm fucking it up. But hold on, I cannot find Kenny's on here whatsoever, and I'm still looking up here. I've already gone through. All right, no problem on that. But yes, on Monday at 8 o'clock, that will be Kenny will be the guest of Ice on the Monday edition, and then next Tuesday on Pop Culture Warrior, the show that has birthed almost all three of your show, I guess my show, and let's just call it. I'm not going to call it the flagship show because then
No,
Ice would get pissed
no,
off at me about
no. I
this.
think Monday edition and Sergeant's Time are the flagship shows.
Yeah, I
100%.
think Monday's edition.
Sorry about it. I have a pretty close personal connection to Pop Culture Warrior, but it's
Yeah,
not the flagship.
yeah, that's
It's not on
true.
Wednesday.
It's
I
not.
mean, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. But next Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, John Carroll Lynch will be on the show. And if you guys don't know who John Carroll Lynch is, well, do you remember the bald guy from the Drew Carey show? You remember the bald guy from Face Off? He was also in Gran Torino, Shutter Island, Crazy Stupid Love, Ted 2, The Invitation, The Founder, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and he is also known for his his role as Norm Gunderson in the movie Fargo. Yeah, pretty big guest that's coming up, and that will be next Tuesday on Pop Culture Warrior with CQ. So you got still got the rotating guest happening?
Yeah, we have a guest. Sorry, I was getting
No, I
back.
mean no, the rotating co-host. I
Oh,
mean,
I don't know. I don't
yeah.
know who. I think CQ is the only one who knows who he is.
Yeah, I know. I think so as well. And then, well, as you had already heard Radar talking about this, and I don't want to mess this up, but Stephanie Gata, the CEO founder, The CEO and founder of the Pink Berets will be joining Radar and hopefully a returning TZ
Hopefully.
next Wednesday on the Smoke Pit.
I hope so, because it's TZ's friend. So hopefully she's here for her buddy to be on. And from what I understand about the Pink Berets is they're like a veteran, a female veteran group that helps further their causes, and I'm really excited to have her on. Actually, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun. That'll be a fun one, I think.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome, man. Reading their philosophy, their goal is to help those who struggle with invisible injuries and emotionally charged wounding to experience a fresh perspective of themselves, their lives, and the acts of limitless potential. What we do, responsibility, compassion, and integrity. This is all the stuff straight off their websites, which is thepinkberets.org. So definitely take a read up on what they have. They look like they've got several good programs dealing with trauma and PTSD, and oh wow, they've got a culinary arts program.
Yeah, they've got all kinds. It's a
Wow.
really. I'm really excited to talk with them. I've been doing some research on their organization, and I'm really excited. I think it'll be really informative. So now I know the last time we had a guest, we kind of had him on as guest co-host. This one we're gonna actually have him on as an actual interview guest. So we will really focus on their organization, and it's very beneficial to a lot of veterans. So I would really encourage everyone to come check that out. It's gonna be my first actual interview, and I'm very nervous about it. So it's probably gonna be all screwed up. But
Yeah, you'll be all right, man.
yeah, it's whatever. It'll work or it won't. If nothing else, I got that 2-minute song. That's
true. That's true. You got the 2-minute song, and then you can play the AFN commercials if there's a technical.
That's true. I am.
difficulty.
I'm going, and I wrote that down on Jake's big log. I'm gonna check out them AFN commercials, and I might have to. I'm gonna make sure that they don't get us zucked or something. But yeah, that'd be freaking crazy. I want some old AFN commercials on this B. So
Hell yeah, man.
I'm also working. There's a couple sound bites I want to incorporate into, and I'm gonna work on that stuff. So it's gonna be fun. So
Oh hell yeah, bro.
yeah, we're gonna, and I hopefully I can get better at, like, I don't know, putting people in bubbles and stuff instead of just having your picture there all square and not bordered and all that stuff.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's you got Polly Walnuts over there for you. So I mean, that's a close enough representation of me, and I don't care if I'm in a bubble. I just rather not be bubbled like you were for about a year or so.
Hey, that looks great.
Don't
I
put me
like
in
the
a
way.
bubble.
Don't put me in no bubble. I ain't no bubble boy.
Hey, I ain't, yeah, you ain't putting me in no bubble, boy. All right. Forget
Well,
about it.
Well, Coach, I really do appreciate you coming on tonight, picking up
Absolutely, brother.
slack
It was
for.
Hey, it was a pleasure being on, man. I thank you for the opportunity. pal.
Absolutely, anytime. You're welcome back anytime, man. So,
man.
and I want to thank all of our viewers for hanging out, spending some time with us. It's been great. I really do appreciate everyone who comes out every week and supports us and does all the fun things. So, I'm gonna sign us off. You got any words of wisdom before we go?
Nah. Any words of wisdom that I have already left, and my wife's just going to tell me I'm stupid anyway. So
Well, I got my only words of wisdom are go eat donuts. Go eat donuts.
Yes.
Enjoy your life.
yes, and get good pizza. Don't buy that gas station pizza.
Yeah, no
okay?
get. No,
Unless you have no other option.
Yep, and no pizza soup.
Exactly. Stay away from Chicago style pizza.
All right, well, eat well, and we'll see everybody next week. Shots.
Hell yeah. Later.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.